All right, Coach. You guys preparing now for McNeese this week, coming off of that road trip. What's going to be the focus here for you guys?
Man, I really think the biggest focus for us is to turn the page after a couple of disappointing losses on the road, and being really focused on getting better every day and continuing to fight. It's really the mindset. Our guys have done a really nice job of doing that in the past and being ready to pick themselves off the canvas and fight again. And it's going to demand that this week. We have two really good opponents, obviously starting with McNeese, and that demands our focus, that demands our attention, that demands our growth and development. So our ability to really throw ourselves into film, throw ourselves in our practice habits, and continue to get better is going to be huge.
Coach, obviously coming off a tough, frustrating loss on Monday, what went wrong down that stretch?
Any number of things. Really just just some breakdowns of discipline and focus, right? Whether it was we're up by 5 with 37 seconds left when the shot goes up, and we miss two blockouts and don't win I say a 50-50 ball. It was really a 75-25 ball in our favor that we don't come up with, and they kick it back out and hit a three, whether it's coming down and not not having an awareness of people around us and people just taking our basketball, turnovers, unfortunately another missed layup down the stretch. So I think it's really just a little bit of a rushed feel, a little bit of a panic, and that causes us to lose focus and lose sight of the moment and just doing our jobs and just remaining disciplined and just doing what the situation dictates. And if we can do that and just continue to execute at a high level like we did for the majority of that game, we should be able to see off some of these.
You're going up against the reigning conference champion McNeese. What did y'all take from this game, and how are y'all planning to apply it to the next one?
Really, it's just about a game-by-game basis as far as being the best version of ourselves and continuing to get better. So McNeese just demands our focus and our ability to protect the basketball. We got to do a better job of that than we did, obviously, down the stretch against Northwestern State. They're fantastic in transition offense. We have to make this a half-court game as best as possible. We have to keep them off the offensive glass and then rebound with 5 guys. I thought we did that by and large for large stretches of that Northwestern State game. We just have to be consistent over 40 minutes and continue to fight and continue to stay disciplined.
The team in general, how have they been able to get back up after these losses? Who has been a standout player that you've seen in the locker room that has been able to get the boys back on the court to continue fighting and playing every game?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think you look at somebody like Jalen Washington and his infusion of energy. He's always he's always got pop. He's always got a little bit of juice and a voice. Believe it or not, somebody like Julian Gomez is a freshman, and I wouldn't say he's necessarily a leader on the team or a captain or anything like that, but he always has energy. He always is up for it. He's always competitive. He never has a bad day, and I think that is contagious. It's hard to be morose. It's hard to have a long face. It's hard to feel sorry for yourself when you see a freshman that's just fighting like crazy. He's fighting for every opportunity in practice, and he's fighting like for every opportunity in the game and competing like crazy. And guys like Jalen are doing the same thing. And I think guys like Phillip are getting better with it, and Corey's getting better with it, and Marvin's had a great voice. He's been really consistent. So I wouldn't say it's any one guy. I just think we're starting as a group to make that a little bit more of a team habit.
Thinking about the team and kind of what have you learned in general about this team and how they've been able to kind of get back? Whether y'all have wins or whether y'all have losses, what has been the biggest strength that you've seen as a head coach standpoint? What stands out about these guys? From
a strength standpoint, I think there's a lot of talent on the team. I think for us, it's when we are the harder playing team and we're the more focused, disciplined team. We've shown that we can beat anybody. It's just finding that consistency, which I have not done a good job enough of bringing that out of our group, and I have not done a good enough job of putting our team and our players in a position to be successful down the stretch clearly, and I need to do a better job of getting us ready every single game and being more disciplined every single game and being more focused every single game and every single possession. But when our guys have shown that they can do that over the majority of the game, we've shown to have a lot of success. So there's a lot of talent in the team. There's a lot of shot making in the team. There's some real intelligence in this group. It's just a matter of me doing a better job on my end.
Coach, you mentioned about being in the game. You've been in all these conference games. You've been in these games, and you mentioned that when you play hard and play tough, you can beat anybody. Is that the kind of confidence that you want these guys to go in with every game?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I don't care who it is. I don't care who's on our schedule. I don't care if it's it's Illinois to East Texas A&M to Northwestern State to McNeese. When we show up and we are the tougher, harder playing team, we've proven that we can hang with anybody. So it's really about the discipline on every single possession. It's really about the idea of doing your job on every single possession, and finding some consistency with that. Not only through the course of one game to the next, but throughout a game. We just have to do a far better job of buckling down mentally and emotionally and making sure that we're locked in to just do what it takes to win that possession. So, like I said, that's on me, and I got to do a better job of bringing that out of our guys. But our team and our players absolutely should feel tremendously confident going into every single game, and whether that's pulling themselves off the canvas, whether that's going toe-to-toe with Big Ten players and Big Ten teams, they should feel really confident whoever we play against.